Hey everyone, now that you have had a chance to look over the pop art PowerPoint, we are going to start our word art project. So the first step that we're going to work on today is going to be our background. And we're actually going to use some odd supplies. We're going to use bubble wrap and some paint and a piece of paper. Now, guys, if you don't have these supplies, it's totally okay. You could just do the same exact thing that I'm doing, but you could do it with markers or crayons. Whatever you have at home is going to be totally fine. Now, I have like the bigger bubble wrap, so I'm just going to rip a piece because I want it to be a little bit smaller, so it's a little more easy for me to manage. And this was just like something that I found in the closet. So what you're gonna do is you are going to take your paint and we're going to paint on the bubble wrap. So basically painting the bubbles. Don't pop them or else this won't work. I know it's gonna be really tempting. All right, so we are going to get paint all over them. And then we're going to be using this like our stamp, okay? And especially when you were looking at like Roy Lichtenstein's artwork, you probably saw and noticed a lot of the dots that are in the background. Sorry. And so what you're going to do after you have painted them is you're going to put it down. I'm going to start in the corner because I want to be able to do my whole paper, so I don't want to take up all the room by just like slamming it down in the middle. And then I'm just going to press. You don't have to press hard because then you'll definitely pop your bubbles. And then you're just going to lift up, okay? If one doesn't turn out, you could just lay a bubble right back down on that spot, okay? And I'm actually going to paint this little bubble again, and I'm going to use it toward the top where like my bubble wrap was ripped unevenly to fill in those spots. And again, I know that not everyone has bubble wrap lying around. Not everyone is an art teacher that saves everything. So you guys can totally do the same thing but with markers or with crayons onto your piece of paper by just drawing your dots. But we basically want a whole dotted background. So I would just continue going until I've got the entire paper completely covered in my dots. I'll do one more row just so you can see the effect of what it'll look like as you start to really fill it up. And don't forget too that if anything doesn't come right or if you get a splat anywhere where you didn't want it, you are going to still be putting all of your word art on top of this. This is your background, so there will be ways to hide things and cover things up if something doesn't come according to your liking. And then I'm going to take a bubble. It's always like this little middle one. I must forget to push that one. I don't know. And get a little bit there and there. And I would keep going until I've got my whole paper done. That's going to be your background. I'll post a picture of the completed background on Schoology just so you can get the full effect of it when it's like totally finished. All right, guys, have fun.